National Football Show. Well, the joke that is the NFL at times when it comes to their coverage of CTE, you'll only get it here because the league owns pretty much all the other media outlets. It's why you don't hear Fox, ESPN, CBS, or any of them talking about head injuries. They don't. It's a directive from the league. Okay? Tua Tagovailoa should never play a football game again. Dude, 4 concussions in 1 year? Come on, man. If you gave a shit about 2 things, raping women, you would never have given Deshaun Watson a raise and $230 million guaranteed dollars. You would have kicked him out of the league for life. And if you gave a shit about players' injuries to the head, you would demand he never play again. You would care about the quality of life for that young man. Since when do you think they give a shit? Oh, man, I forgot. I'm telling the truth again. You got to always remember. You'd rather be lied to. If you cared about Tua, on Monday, the head coach should have came out and went, as a man, as a father, as a brother, as a human, hey, I don't care what the doctors say, man. I can't fundamentally, in good spirit, put that dude back on the field. I just can't. There's going to have to be a higher being in this organization do it because I can't. I'll say it again to you. The only time head injuries will be properly addressed is when an NFL player is killed on the field. It's like talking, like I said yesterday, about gun control. Until it happens to somebody significant, nothing's going to happen. You're a statistic. And because head injuries are so vague, the NFL can hide behind vagueness. Dude, Tagovailoa should never play again. But they don't give a shit. They'd rather say, well, we drafted him in the first round. We paid him. The owners put a lot of money into him. See, right and wrong has nothing to do with the truth in the NFL. The right thing would be to do 4 concussions in such a short period of time. Dude, anybody with common sense, if that was your own child, you wouldn't let them play. It boggles the mind. But the television networks are complicit in this too. They're not going to hammer this and go after the owners because they're partners. Remember, they're all in cahoots. So if the kid dies, hey, it was going to happen eventually. That's how they'll look at it. Yeah, it's a terrible thing. Probably name a trophy after him or something. And every NFL fan will look at it and go, wow, can I tell you this? Here's something else to know. If a guy is killed on the field, it'll make the game even more popular. The NFL owners know that. Why do you think you stop on the highway when there's 2 cars turned upside down? What are you looking for? Death? Why do you think people watch auto racing? For 3 hours, guys going left? Come on, man. Yeah, hey, you see that pit stop at Daytona? My God almighty, that was great. When Ryan Newman got messed up in that wreck, everyone was like, oh my God, the whole nation stopped. Hey, unfortunately, I know. It's a shitty conversation, isn't it? But what else is left? The same old ass rhetoric? Well, hopefully he gets a lot of, experts next year and go, okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Here's the other thing that caught my eye. Before we get into, let's see. Let's do the top 10 quarterbacks and some of these great passing seasons that are going on. Jonathan Gannon at WIP was telling us how great a coordinator Nick Sirianni was telling us how great a coordinator Jonathan Gannon is. And I'm thinking to myself, man, when this guy gets a head coaching job, I'm wondering, does he last as long as Nathaniel Hackett? This guy is Nathaniel Hackett 2.0. There's nothing exceptional about what he does. There's nothing. And get this. If he can't come up with a scheme, he asks Howie for better players. That's his way of addressing his system and his scheme of defense. Hey, we can't stop the run. Okay. Can you get me some players? So Howie's got to go to Baskin Robbins, get two dudes standing in line for vanilla ice cream with sprinkles, by the way. Hey, Sue, Joseph, you want to play? Let me finish my cone. I'm ready. Nick Sirianni, guy's a great coordinator. Yeah, okay. But that's the narrative. I was watching that dude that was on with Sports Take. Dude, the guy couldn't have phrased it any better. Analysts nationally don't watch the Eagles. They watch the highlights. They see the sacks. They read the box scores. They don't watch the game. They don't watch the Philadelphia Eagles. Rich Gannon. Oh, my God. He's a great coordinator. Holy cow. Man. You got to love it. Oh. Seals, anything in that report? Saints trading for Sean Payton? Sean, this is what I think the Broncos will try to do. I think the Broncos will try to send Russell Wilson to New Orleans for compensation because there's still a year left on the Sean Payton deal. And maybe the Saints will have to pick up some of that salary along with the Broncos. Or maybe Wilson restructures the contract and they could potentially see something like that. Now, I don't know if Russell Wilson, I don't know if he doesn't have a trade clause in that contract of his in Denver. But it was made very clear whoever the head coach is will answer to the owner. If I was Sean Payton, that's kind of what I want. I don't want to answer to a general manager. I want the general manager working for me. The Saints still own the contract of Sean Payton, so they would have to be compensated in some form or fashion. And I don't know, man. I mean, they would maybe want first-round picks. They need a quarterback. Yes, Sean, I think they would try to move. And you see what the Broncos did today? They fired the coach, but the owner came out and went like this. Look, we believe in our heart of hearts that Russell Wilson can be fixed. What do you think they're doing? And do I think Russell Wilson can be fixed? Absolutely not. Because you know why? This guy wants to be Jay-Z now. He doesn't want to be an NFL quarterback. Russell Wilson does not want to be an NFL quarterback. He wants to be a celebrity like his famous wife. He's got no desire to be. That's why they hated him in Seattle. Do you know nobody, from what I'm hearing, likes him in the Bronco locker room? Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson does not have any supporters in the Denver Bronco locker room. No supporters. Dude, Sierra's smoking. I mean, she's got to be one of the top 5 looking chicks on the planet. He's tremendous. Just tremendous. And very talented. By the way, let's get into this now. Big Big Sills, top 10 NFL quarterbacks heading into week 17 of the season. Xander Kraus may in the end be right. At number 10, Justin Fields. If this kid can figure it out, and he can figure out the passing game, and he can get some help, there might be something there. He's played better and better every time I watch him. He's a pretty decent football player. Okay? He's been playing some good ball, man. I got to give him some kudos here. Uh-oh. Number 9. Aaron Rodgers is back. Last 4 weeks, Packers look pretty good offensively. Wide receiving core coming around. Actually, the secondary's coming around. Green Bay in the postseason, Aaron Rodgers versus whomever, we'll see. Number 8, just like his team. I keep Kirk Cousins down here. He's having a great year. But I can't count on him in big moments. Number 7, Dak is back. Dak Prescott almost played a flawless football game outside of the pick 6. Dual threat, welcome to our club. Absolutely would never want that dude as my starting quarterback ever. How many times do I have to reiterate that with you? I would never have a dual threat quarterback as my starting quarterback. I'd rather have Gardner Minshew until I found the guy. No. Fields is playing well. Not for me, though. Number 6. Here. 10 is Fields. 9 is Rodgers. 8 is Cousins. 7 is Dak. Number 6, Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles. Didn't see him last week. Didn't contribute to his team. Team lost. It's kind of on him a little too. You got to protect yourself a little bit better. And the team does. Sorry, dude. You're slipping. Number 5. How about the way this guy's been playing? Trevor Lawrence. Dude, incredible numbers he's putting up. We're going to get to those numbers here in a minute. Number 4, fastest man to 15,000 passing yards. Punched the ticket to the postseason. Way to go, Justin Herbert. Look at these 5 quarterbacks that are here. Number 3, Josh Allen, number 1 seed in the AFC. Heading into week 17, and he's on the field. Kudos to you, my friend. Number 2, Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City. What a great player. And number 1, quarterback play after an 0-2 start, who's killing it, is Joe Burrow, the reigning AFC champion Bengals. Number 1. So here's your top 10. Fields at 10. Rodgers at 9. Cousins at 8. Dak at 7. Jalen Hurts, 6. Trevor Lawrence. Look at these 5. Listen to the 5. All guys 25 years old. Trevor Lawrence, 5. Justin Herbert, 4. Josh Allen, 3. Patrick Mahomes, 2. And Joey B, number 1. Those are your top quarterbacks heading into week 17 of the NFL. Again, it all fluctuates. Here's the most important thing. Burrow won. Mahomes won. Allen won. Herbert won. And Fields won. Or excuse me, Lawrence won. They're carrying their teams. Victor goes, how do you have Trevor Lawrence over Jalen? Well, he's carrying his football team, in my opinion, with lesser talent. And after the nightmare of a year ago, he's having a spectacular year. And I'm going to point it out here in a second. And he's on the field. Hurts is not in the top 5 right now. Not with those other guys carrying their teams into the playoffs in situational seeding. You notice Lamar Jackson's not in it? I don't have Lamar Jackson in there. I don't have Tom Brady in there. Jalen Hurts is 6th. There's no Brady. And there's no Lamar Jackson. Here's your top 10 passers in the league in the years they're having. Mahomes has two games left. Is that right? 4,720 yards with 37 touchdowns and 11 picks. That is unbelievable. This guy's going to throw for 5,500 yards this year and 44 touchdown passes. That is insane. Number 2, Joe Burrow, 4,260 yards. This guy missed the entire exhibition season because of a surgery on his abdomen. 34 touchdowns. Brady, 4,000 for an old guy, 4,178. 21 touchdowns. Cousins, 4,117. 27 touchdowns. Allen, 4,029. 32 touchdowns. This guy's got 10 more touchdown passes than Hurts. Jared Goff laid an egg last week. I get it. 39-59. But listen to this number. 26 touchdowns, 7 picks. Jared Goff's playing some good ball. Geno Smith, 3,886. 27 touchdowns, 9 picks. Outstanding. And here's Trevor Lawrence's year. 3,749 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 7 picks. Dude, after last year, that guy putting up, he's going to have 4,000 passing yards. Way to go, and win a division. And then Tua's at 3,000, which is a shame, 5,048, 25 touchdowns, and 8 picks. Those are your top 10 passers. Mahomes is just nuts. 4,720 yards and 37 touchdowns is insane. It's utterly insane. Philip goes like this, I'm with Darius Slay. This guy's a hater. So you must think Slay's playing well. Look at this guy. What a stupid cheerleader you are, Philip. How stupid can you be to cheer for somebody who has sucked for 5 weeks? You're a delusional Cowboy fan. Dak owns the Eagles. He's 8-3 for sure. Dalton is 3-0 against the Eagles. Come on. That's crazy. Jalen Hurts got 1 loss, missed the game, and now he'll miss another. And you want me to put him ahead of those other guys who are putting up sensational seasons too. By the way, by the time the end of the year, you'll probably have 3 or 4 losses. That record you had in the middle of the year won't kind of matter. Come on now, man. Come on now. Saints. By the numbers. Hey, am I right when I say this, though? that 2017 Eagle team, I wouldn't want to meet them dudes in a dark alley. This 2022 Eagle team, I feel like I want to go to the fair with them. I don't know. I got free tickets. Here's your tickets. I don't know. That 17 team had a little ass about themselves. I don't know, man. They were like the salty dogs. These guys here putting Christmas albums out, capes and shit. It's really great. It's great. Says you're a joke for that comment. I don't care. I don't care. Saints by the numbers. Let me see Andy Dalton here. Let me check Andy Dalton out. I want to check out something with Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's stats. Let's see here. So Dalton he's 85 and 75. And he's thrown for almost 40,000 passing yards. 243 touchdowns to 143 interceptions. It's 2-1. Not a bad career. This guy's got more passing yards than Donovan McNabb. Let me check that out. How many passing yards career does Donovan McNabb have?
Here is information from ESPN.
37,276. Andy Dalton has more passing yards than Donovan McNabb. And he goes like this. I see some idiot said he's a backup. Well, wait a minute. Let's check it out when they say that. That he was a backup? Well, here's his record in Cincinnati. 10-6, 11-5, 11-4-1, 10-3, 7-8-1, 7-9. That was in Cincinnati. Looks like Dak Prescott to me. I mean, okay, Dak has won more, but I don't know. Andy Dalton has more career passing yards than Donovan McNabb. Okay. Oh, my God.